guys, sorry for the delay. We had a few technical problems, but everything is fine. We are ready to start. Today we are here with all familiar faces. I don't think it's anybody's first time, so welcome back to you all. Hello to everybody at home. We are here to play probably, if not the best, one of the best arcade conversions for the ZX Spectrum. A classic game, R-Type. I'm sure all ZX Spectrum fans are familiar with it. It's a classic, and so it's going to be fun. It's a very good game. I would say a very impressive game, one of the most impressive games for the Spectrum. It's quite impressive that they managed to put so much in so little space. So I think it's a very impressive game. Usually I start with a little round of news, but when we did this 2 weeks ago, we were talking about GOTY, and in the meanwhile, GOTY has happened last weekend. I think it was a success. Everything went really well, but I think nobody else is better to talk about this than João. So João, do you want to say something about how GOTY went?
Hi everyone. Well, I'm a little bit biased, of course, and I was not in the best place in the room because I was on the stage most of the time. So obviously, there may be other feedback. But I would probably, instead of just focusing on the GOTY, which I believe was the best one we ever did, and we hope the next one to be even better. So there was a huge effort by everyone involved, by all the entities, Planeta Sinclair, the museum, City Hall of Cantanhede. I specifically said all of this in the final of the session because I think it was really deserved. The event increased a lot, but probably I can highlight that there were other things happening on top of the GOTY, and also during the GOTY there were a couple of surprises. So during the GOTY, we had an AI-generated speech by Sir Clive Sinclair, something we did with the permission of the family and to show how technology allows to do things that we all know they are possible, but we use them in the event. We tried the second thing, which was to call him on the phone. It didn't went so well as in the trials, but it went. Eventually, it worked. So it was nice to show the reason why we're there. So it's all about technology. We announced a new category for next year. So games launched in 2025 for the ZX Spectrum Next. They are going to be considered for next year's edition. The Spec Next, not related to that, but the company behind the Spectrum Next started also supporting the museum and the GOTY itself, which was the first time we did this partnership, which was also very interesting to us and shows how this project is becoming something very, very relevant, even internationally. And then we had, but I'll leave this one to you, Diogo, when you want to talk about it. We had the Hall of Fame, but that was a concept you created, so I'll leave that one for you to talk. Then on top of this, just 2 or 3 things very quickly. But so we had the opening of a digital kiosk in partnership with some libraries from Lisbon that they scan the old newspapers from the 80s and 90s related to the ZX Spectrum. So people that go to the museum now, they can see all of that in person in the museum, and we hope to bring that digital kiosk to the events. We announced and shown that we did the unboxing of one of those very few white ZX Spectrum Next, which is something we bought for the museum. And of course we had throughout the weekend and these days we had Crispin Sinclair, one of the sons of Sir Clive Sinclair, visiting. Some people made some comments in social media about what's the relevance of him, he's not his father. I understand them, but I think people that say that are wrong. Because when you have the opportunity to talk to people that worked or lived or grew up with Clive Sinclair, you have the opportunity to know more about it. I learned stuff about some phones that they created that we have in the museum. I learned things about some details about the Black Watch we have on display. So there are plenty of things that now on the guided tours we're going to adjust based on the feedback we got. So I won't talk much. I spoke already a lot. So back to you, Diogo, and you manage it.
Okay, so you asked me to talk a little bit about Hall of Fame. So the winner this year was Target Renegade. I don't know what John is laughing. If you want to share.
Lanita said that he doesn't remember me being on stage. He only remembers Cristiana. Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him, of course. Oh, the Kryptonite is also here. It's from PMPG, one of our friends from last year.
Oh, nice. Welcome. So this year the winner for Hall of Fame, like I was saying, was Target Renegade. And we took the opportunity to share with the audience the plagues we did to put on the museum walls to highlight that moment. So we made one for last year's winner Shakieg, and we made one for this year's winner Target Renegade. It was a popular choice, if I remember correctly. He had quite a few votes, so I think he was a deserved winner. So if you don't want to add anything else, I think we can present quickly everybody here, so we can start what matters, which is playing our type. João, do you want to add anything? Or
Me? No.
no?
No.
Okay.
I'm okay.
So since it's not anybody's first time here in Load ZX Gaming, I would just ask you to quickly introduce yourselves, and so we can move on to gaming. So maybe we can start with Rui.
So my name is Rui Martins. I'm a collaborator for the museum, and I'm also a software developer that also does some games for the Spectrum. And I'm here to have fun the rest of the evening. That's why.
Is this the time you're going to win?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
He's already bragging.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
We'll
very
see.
well.
We'll
Johnny Rez, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm a
AKA Gandalf.
Exactly.
right. I'm back for another time to humiliate myself again again.
If it's not Chucky Egg, you're not you're not going to win. Okay.
I never played this one really well.
It's not an easy game, at least from my point of view.
I know.
I played it a few times on Lisboa Games Week. We usually have it there for people to play, and I've played it quite a few times, and I've never managed to go to the second level. So, but I'm not a good example. As you might have seen last 2 weeks ago, me playing Pac-Man, it didn't go very well. Okay, thank you, Johnny. Let's go over to Fernando.
Yeah, I'm Fernando Martins. Well, this is a nice game to play. It's very well converted from the arcades. It's one of the best versions, I think. I don't play it very well, but I'm going to try to beat those professional guys like that guy over there. And I hope everybody has a good time.
Yeah, that's the objective. It's to everybody have fun. Obviously, it's always more fun when there's a little competition, but there's no. I mean, there's a prize. If you win, you can go to the museum for free.
Yay!
I think João can vouch for that. So let's go over to Bruno.
Hello, good evening. My name is Bruno. It's not. It's the game R-Type. It's a very challenging game. I agree with my colleagues, and most of all, we are going all to have some fun and enjoy see others not being the best. I don't see me as a winner. I will just play for fun.
Okay. Who's left? We have here Nuno Vinagre.
So I am Nuno Vinagre from Central Lisbon. This is a classic game. This game is a mandatory game for Spectre and other platforms. It's not my best game, but I will try to do my best. And thank you once again for this invitation.
It's our pleasure. We have Antonio. Antonio, say hello to everybody at home.
Good evening, I'm Antonio. I'm just happy to participate again. I never played this game when I was young, so the first time I played was this week. So just hope to make an average game.
Okay. And João also he didn't present himself, but quickly you can say who you are to everybody at home who doesn't know you.
I'm trying to remember my name and all that.
Yeah.
No, I'm João Diogo Ramos. I'm the founder of the museum, and they asked me to try to make some comments, try to make some fun out of Rui, see if I can avoid him from winning
He's not
tonight.
gonna play because he's scared to.
Yeah. No, my gaming days ended. I will only play again when we have jumping jack or NUNO. That's my promise.
And
That's
then
the
he will lose.
And I'll lose, no problem at all with that. But at least I'll be happy.
Last but not least, we have Jorge, who's the mentor of this project. So maybe while you introduce yourself, you can also explain what's going to happen today. For anybody who doesn't usually watch us, explain a little bit about the rules and how it's going to work.
George, if you allow me, sorry, just two very slight things. So we're already in Germany, so we have people in the chat from Germany, and our friend Marco from MF Gaming is riding with 15 people here. So hello everyone from MF Gaming, thank you for coming. We will start very soon to play. So if you want to wait just a little bit more, we'll be soon playing R-Type in the ZX Spectrum. Back to you, George.
Okay, Jorge.
Okay, cool. It's good to have more people in the audience watching us playing R-Type. So this is one of the most famous shoot 'em ups and also a great arcade conversion for the ZX Spectrum. And it's a very difficult game. Usually, I remember that I finished the game, but I took like 1 week playing every day with a friend until we managed to finish it. I couldn't do it nowadays, so today it's going to be a challenge for everyone. So let's start.
Okay, so usually how this goes, each player has 6 minutes to make as much points as they can. At the end, we'll save the score and we'll present the high scores as we go on. If a player loses in the middle, we'll stop the time and then they can start playing again, and then we'll only count the top score of each person. And at the end, obviously the person with the highest score will win. So I think if I didn't forget anybody, I think we can start playing. So here we have R-Type on screen. So Jorge, remember me who will start today's
It's me.
gameplay? Okay, very well. NUNO is starting. So hello to everybody at home. Thank you, Marco, for making the ride, as João said. If you enjoy shoot 'em ups, I'm sure you'll enjoy R-Type. It's a classic game that was available in all platforms at the time, and is obviously, because we are a Spectrum museum, we are playing the ZX Spectrum version.
Much better.
Let me start the
Okay,
timer.
let's do it.
Okay, 6 minutes on screen. Sorry for the delay, guys, but now everything is
This
going
looks
normal.
way better now.
So
You're using the version of Commodore Amiga or what? It's lightning fast.
okay,
Okay, so we are in Portugal, we are in Germany, we are in England. Great, in Portugal, of course. Yes, I think I said it.
it would be weird if we didn't have any viewers from Portugal.
Who knows, my
Who knows?
friend?
Diogo, you were mentioning that this game fits so many stuff in so little memory.
Yeah.
It's an interesting fact that every level is just 16K. All the
16K,
rest is
just since
yeah.
16. That's
Yep.
impressive.
and that's why it needs to load every level
Right.
as an independent level. Because
You
all the
run
rest
it in a 16K machine, Rui?
no, just the level. It needs the rest
okay.
to do high
Okay.
scores and all that. But each level is just 16K.
Okay, so explain to me that I'm a little, from a different generation, so I'm kind of dumb with this stuff. So originally, when you played with a cassette, when you had to go to a next level, you had to put the cassette again or load it
Yes.
again?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to press play when it requires to load the level.
But
Okay,
now let's bring some excitement to this, because as you remember, every time you try to load, it may fail. So every time you pass the level and you went to the next level, you were scared if the tape was going to be corrupted or whatever and give an error and basically break everything, because there was no save that you could do, at least with the normal peripherals we had here. So it was not the only game like this, but it was scary. Was it I think I remember playing the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, or there was some other game that I played that was multi-level. But normally people didn't like it that much, from what I remember.
Is it that one you have?
As far
the
as I
official
remember, Target Renegade was also
Oh,
multi-level.
okay, yeah.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game is the one you have at the museum that we usually take on Lisboa Games Week?
I don't remember anymore,
Okay.
because I don't know if there are more. Probably there are more than one. That one that we take is because we have the official and the pirate copy, and so we normally take it to show what is a pirate copy in Portuguese.
Gizmo, you were asking that. Gizmo said just like Target Renegade, but if you load it in 128K, you should be able to load the entire game in one shot.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
Gizmo is assuming you have a 128K. I only had 2 rubber keys, one after the other, because the first one broke. So I never had a 128K on my own. But yes, he's right.
Now
Thanks.
you have quite a few. Let's just say
No,
that.
I don't think so. Which board version do you want? We have them all in the museum. There are 5 different board versions of the Toast Rack. I'm only referring to the Toast Rack. So some people, at least our British friends, normally say it's the best Sinclair, and it was the last Sinclair machine before selling to Amstrad. And there are 5 different versions of the board, 2 Spanish and 3 outside of Spain, and we have them all in the museum.
And I'm sure. Oh, okay. So game over.
No,
Let me
no,
stop the time.
don't go down if you don't know the patterns of the walker.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
Guys,
Diogo, did you?
Next.
I paused the time.
leave,
Yeah.
leave Nuno alone. I'm
Let me
sure
just-
he's controlling the ship with a steering wheel.
Diogo, did you?
Let me just register
Did
the
you pause the
points.
time, Diogo?
Yeah, I did. Let me just see the points. Which
Yes.
punctuation it is? 43. Is that one?
Yes.
43. 800.
43,800.
Can
Does
I-
this score add to the last one?
No,
No.
only the best score counts. So Nuno will,
Okay.
in 2 minutes and 90 seconds, we'll try to do better. But
Okay,
but
good
at
luck.
the end, we only count the best score. Okay, let me resume the watch.
Actually, there is an interesting story about this game. Well, a recent story. I actually developed like a smart cartridge system to actually load multi-level games like R-Type into a 48K without actually needing a tape or a tape recorder. And I pitched Bob Pape if he wanted to actually give the levels and prepare the game to actually do this or join me in doing it. And they actually went back and found all his original source code and recompiled it by transforming it to a more recent assembler, and then actually gave me the files of the initial file, the level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. until level 8, so that I could then plug it all in the cartridge. And then I went to FOSDEM, which is an open source conference, and I actually showed it working in the conference with the cartridge and loading levels. And there was even a special feature that he provided, which was there is a poke that you can do that actually disables you dying from all enemies, and including you can go against the walls and everything and you don't die.
Oh, like an
And
easy,
there
like
is
a
also
super
another
easy
poke.
mode.
Yeah, and there it's like a developer mode so that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
test all the features and patterns, etc.
Obviously.
And there is also an option to actually load any level. So when we boot the computer with the cartridge, we can actually press a set of keys that allows you to automatically load a specific level so that you can train that level.
We have
So it
to.
was
We
a
have to
very
talk.
nice collaboration with him.
So
We have to talk with him and Flip to do like a R-Type how do you say complete edition
definite edition.
for R-Type. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be hard to get the rights for R-Type. I don't know who has them, but it's a very popular game, so it's probably not going to be easy. We can
The
go
next
to
one.
the next person.
So Rui, since you mentioned the cartridge, what do I need to do to convince you to put it in the museum?
I need to make
A copy of it.
a better version, yeah, a copy. I have two more boards that I can create, but I'm planning to actually make a second version that is easier to actually program and use so that we can actually open source it and people can use it at home. Not only to play multi-level games, but to have a set of older games that you can load like on the fly with the cartridge. So it allows you to have three versions, 128K, 256K, or 512K. So you can put quite a few games in it if you 48K games, obviously.
Games, yes.
And it would be nice if I need to make like create the software to allow a person to actually save, because the cartridge has a flash chip, so you can actually change the contents of the cartridge, and then there needs to be some way to actually enter in non-boot mode, because every time you start it tries to boot from the cartridge. So I need to define some way to do that for a regular user instead of with all the hardware I have at home to actually do it. Okay, I'm ready. Diogo,
Okay,
if
let
you
me
want.
let me do the countdown. Okay, so okay, we're starting. You didn't wait for my countdown. Okay, so 6 minutes.
Sorry.
No problem, no problem. 6 minutes. Let's see if we can beat NUNO Vinagre's score. I was saying, I don't know if you guys heard me, the last R-Type game was released in 2023 for the PlayStation 5. It's called R-Type Final 3 Evolved. So it's, as we can see, it's a franchise that spawned a lot of titles and it's still alive today, so it speaks to the volumes of the success of the game. I'm not sure, but was this the only R-Type released for the Spectrum, or were there others?
Yes, was the only one.
The only one? Okay. The Gizmo is saying Capstone joystick, guys. We're playing on computer, so it's a little hard to do that. But when we have the game playable at Lisboa Games Week, the gaming festival we have been going every year, we always have the joysticks, and I've only played this game with joystick. If I'm bad playing this game without a joystick on keyboard, I would be even worse.
You can't say that, Diogo. not in a session with ZX Spectrum player, man.
I mean, it's a shooter. A shooter is always easier with a joystick. I mean,
it's like playing, I don't know, Doom and things like that with mouse.
No, Doom you have to play with keyboard and mouse. Come on, it's Doom. You have to play with the mouse.
Yes,
it's a first-person shooter. Lanit is saying keyboard for the win.
How did you start playing Mortal Kombat?
I
started playing Mortal Kombat 2 in PC with the keyboards from the numerical keyboard.
I don't remember the first time I played Mortal Kombat. It might have been on an emulator for Mega Drive, I believe. Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
But on an emulator, so probably keyboard. But I never had played Mortal Kombat a lot growing up. I've only played.
I played it a lot, and I was playing with. Sorry, we are getting away from the topic. Yeah, off topic. But so one day I was playing with Mark Fresco in Mega Drive, I think. And there are less keys than in the computer, so I didn't know how to do anything, and that upset me a lot.
Gizmo is saying, asking, OPQA space. Are those the...
Oh, nice.
EAOP. There's a huge discussion on how you start the thing, but it's the
He
same.
said OP
Not
key.
space. If he says
Now, guys,
space,
should I pick this one up or keep the one I have?
No idea. Which one is better?
I think I'll change.
You have 2
If-
minutes
if
and
our-
50 seconds.
if our friend is saying space,
That missiles
which
helps a
means
lot.
probably he had a Timex, not or a +2,
Okay.
not a 48k rubber, because the space was not normally a good option.
Okay, Lanita is saying joysticks are only acceptable to play on arcades. I disagree.
Yeah, and Nuno Vinagre, we need to ban him. Come on, the guy is talking about Commodores here. I don't.
We need to put on the chat like if somebody mentions Commodore, it gets
We
banned.
send him away.
Banned immediately.
What? Oh, that's the keys that Lanita is saying.
2W90M.
I need to
Okay.
pick a spectrum to. That's very odd. Yeah, okay. It's more or less the same. It's only higher in the cube.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have 1 minute and 50 seconds. You haven't surpassed Nuno's
What?
performance, but
Yes, Ratocaster. Lanita is the one you're
you're not
thinking.
far away.
So we are like the Portuguese program Ponto de Encontro, where people go to meet their former friends. So we just had two guys that are neighbors. They're explaining, and they met online.
That show wouldn't make sense nowadays. Now you just go on social media and you can find people.
And normally you don't apologize. You just complain. Raul Durão, I think you. The Gizmo, Ponto por Ponto, was hosted by Raul Durão with Paul Dimas talking about the games. Paul Dimas is still working on technology. He is the guy in charge of the Center for Responsibility in
40
AI
seconds,
in Portugal.
40
And
seconds.
he's related to a startup called Unbound. Then you had the other show on TV, which was Zigzag, hosted by Luís Pereira de Souza, that we met last year also. And in that one, there was a competition sponsored by Timex, and we had Luís Barradas, who was the kid that won all the 13 editions. And we also
let me
had the guy
just count down. Rui, 8, 7, 6, 5,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1, and you
Shut
can
him
stop.
down.
Shut it down. He's making extra points. Stop.
52,500 or 600.
Okay. So he surpassed Nuno, so he's in first place. So
Maybe it's a strategy to actually stay in
in the first level.
first level and keep shooting for a while.
So I'm gonna show the scores to everybody at home. Okay, so first place we have Rui Martins with 52,600, and at second place we have Nuno Vinagre with 43,800. We still have 5 players left, and let's see if anybody can do better than Rui. In the last, if I'm not mistaken, before the GOTY episode, when we were playing Dead Chase, Rui was also in first place, but then at the last hurrah!
Don't be
Yeah,
obnoxious.
Antonio. I think it was Antonio, right?
I think it was Antonio who beat his score and won. Yeah. Okay, so who's next? Who's gonna be next playing?
I think it's me.
Antonio?
Yes,
Okay.
it's you, Antonio. I'm going to give you the controls.
Are we ready?
Okay, ready?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, you can start. And here we go, 6 minutes. Let's see if, like in that chase, Antonio can beat Rui's score.
Don't be like that. Rui is our friend.
Rui's gonna stop showing up in This is lives because we
I
always make
don't
fun of
mind.
them.
I don't mind. It's all for fun.
Okay, let me see what people are saying in the comments. Gizmo is saying to João Diogo, I remember when I was a kid of a of Portuguese show. Was it hosted by Júlio Isidro, where there
No,
were several players
it
playing in
was
different
not Júlio
spectrums?
Isidro, the Gizmo. It must have been Zigzag with Luís Pereira de Souza, which was that gentleman with a very special mustache. He's still alive. I can show you pictures. I cannot show you the program because there is not a single copy of Zigzag available anywhere. So the only hope is for anyone to have some VHS or beta tape at home, and we can preserve it because it is completely lost. Even RTP, they don't have any copies. All that could have been done was already tried. So if you know anyone, let us know.
The game
Regarding
that
Júlio Isidro, I don't remember if he.
I was going to say that the game that they showed and they played in Zigzag,
Was
it's a
that
good
chess?
one for a competition as well. I think it was the Full Throttle or something like that.
Was it Full Throttle? Because I remember that Chase was involved, and we
It was
played
something with motorcycles.
Yeah, he said Super and Gone. Full Throttle is same kind.
No, it was not Super and Gone. It must have been Full Throttle because it was before Super and Gone.
Okay.
I think was Full Throttle too.
Gizmo is saying, I spoke to José Ventura about it. RTP recycled the tapes, right? Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm
right?
going to explain. So I can explain by talking. Some programs were not even recorded on tape, depending on and this was told to me by Luís Pereira de Souza, according to the relevance of the program and all of that. Some of them were not even recorded. But yes, the theory that seems more plausible is that they recycled the tapes, and so it got lost because of that.
Yeah.
So
we are.
search our VHS.
Yeah,
tape
that's
and see if you can-
was what I was going to say. If anybody knows someone, or if anybody recorded those shows, talk to us.
I have beta
So-
videos, VCRs. I have VHS. We have access to people that can do it. So even for those that already saw the documentary about Timex, there is footage from the factory that we got from a former employee in a beta tape, and it was kind of, let's say, it was digitized and kind of preserved in a way that could be used in the documentary. So all those kind of things are very important to not to
Yeah.
lose.
Didn't Antonio say he didn't play this game until this week?
Right.
He was bluffing. He was
That's
bluffing.
right.
I think Antonio must be like André Leão. They basically think they need to win all the games they play.
I mean, we are kind of lucky that André can be with us, because if he was with us, he would win a lot of episodes. Okay, so he's reaching the boss. You have 2 minutes and 5 seconds. You are at 35,200 points. So let's see how the rest of the gameplay goes. Gizmo is saying, just confirmed, it was Full Throttle indeed. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's just see if anybody's saying anything else. I forgot to say today. Usually we always say this. If you have any suggestions for games we can play, we usually we register every suggestion so we can play those games in a future episode. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Gizmo is suggesting Crackout from
Crackout.
Gremlin.
Antonio, you need to press the key to actually
Antonio, you
start
can
loading.
press.
Okay.
Okay, no, we didn't have an error. Okay, so I'm gonna resume the timer. You have 1 minute and 13 seconds to try to beat Rui's score. Lenit is saying West Bank. I don't know that one.
I don't know the games. Suggest.
We have a first time person chatting here with us, Gurjau174. So welcome.
É o Francisco Gurjão, certamente. Should be Francisco Gurjão.
Okay. You're saying the final of Zigzag was always match point.
Yes.
Which is also a game that has been recommended for us to play here a lot of times. Do you want to talk us about West Bank? Because I don't know that game. What is it?
Yes, West Bank. It's a shooter in first person where we must choose the right doors to shoot the right apples.
Just a second. You can continue a little bit. So I have to count down. 7, 6, 5,
yes, I
4,
remember that.
3, 2, 1. Stop. 100 points. 100 points from Rui. Rui has managed to keep his first place.
We need VAR. Points. We need VAR because Rui took more time. We need VAR.
That was very good. To pass. I thought he was going to pass.
Very good. Very close. Rui has managed to keep his first place by just 100 points. Sorry, Nuno, I interrupted you. While I update the scores, can you just finish your thought about...
No, it's a great game because we must be very quick with the fingers to shoot the right persons, to shoot the most apples that we can.
Okay.
It's a funny game.
Okay. So, Jorge, don't forget to register that suggestion so in the future we can... do an episode on that one. So I'm gonna show the results for everybody at home. So here we have in third place Nuno Vinagre, in second place António Silva, and managing to keep first place by the skin of his teeth, Rui Martins, with 52,600. So it's still the score to beat. We have also Cardoso João here with us. It's the first message I see from him, so I don't know if he already had commented, but welcome.
João Cardoso is our friend from the should be our friend from the Biblio Gamers.
Ah, okay.
The husband of Ana Mota.
Okay. I hadn't
he
seen
was
his
here
name
before in other.
But today I hadn't seen his.
No, today
his name. Oh, you're saying yes. Okay. So
yes,
welcome. Welcome back. I hope you enjoy today's game, our type. We already had 3 players. We now are going to the 4th, which is who's the 4th player?
It's João.
It's a me, Johnny. It's a me, Johnny. Okay, so do you have control of the game? Can we start?
Yes, I have.
Okay, let me just do a quick countdown. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. And the timer is on screen. 6 minutes from now. Good luck, Johnny. Let's see if you are as good in R-Type as you are in Shakieg.
Oh, no.
Or if you are as good in R-Type as you are in Matchday. Let's see. Those are the extremes. Okay. I think Johnny Red is the only one here who has been present in every... Well, besides me and George, is the only one who has been with us in every single episode since the beginning. He was in Match Day, the first episode, and he was also in the Gotti episode.
Wasn't you?
He didn't miss a single episode.
Can you check the message that I sent you?
Okay, just a second. I don't know if I can because I'm sharing Skype. Can you send me a message by WhatsApp, please?
Okay.
Rui, since you are the expert on this game, how is Johnny doing? Do you think he's doing well or not so much?
He's getting along. I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy that played it quite a bit.
Well,
back in the day, not
back in the day. Yeah. But you would say this is a difficult game, right?
Yes, it's difficult and it's memory based. You need to remember all the patterns so that you are not caught up with a surprise where you don't want to get hit by a bullet or something that comes from a specific place in a specific zone. So you need to play it a lot, die a lot until you remember all the positions.
Yeah.
I think I remember almost all enemies from level 1 since 1980. Level 2 not as much, and level 3 is just a big ship, so that's easy to actually just memorize the pattern you need to follow. And then after that I don't remember all the details.
Okay.
It's a memory game in a big part of it.
Yeah, it's a hard game for beginners, but the more you play, the better you can do.
Yeah, it gets a bit frustrating when you lose, and especially when you have a lot of power-ups and you just lose a life and you lose every power-up.
Yeah.
It's very punishing.
And was it the last life? Mission over. Let me stop the timer.
You must see first. You did 30,000. That's not bad.
Before you continue, let me just take notes so we don't forget your first score. Okay, so you have 3 minutes and 8 seconds to try to do better than your first try. When you want, you can restart, and I'll just resume.
We will have to.
And I'll
we
just
will
resume the.
wait to have
the
for
time.
the credits.
Or you can continue.
Okay, so I just resumed the clock, the timer. You have 3 minutes to try to beat your first score.
Olha, encarnado.
I'm not very strong.
The most impressive part of this game is the fact that it's doing a 1-bit scroll on the bottom and top most of the time.
God damn it.
And it was one of the first games to use the trick to actually have like a small space between colored blocks so that you don't see the color clash. And every other enemy actually moves in multiples of a character size, so you actually don't have color clash in that area. And if the enemies are big enough, we actually don't notice that they are actually jumping around in one character size.
Okay.
Well, color clash is always easier to hide when you have a black background, right?
Yeah. Yep. Especially if you are using different, the same color with different brightness, because then it's very obvious if you're not using black to hide the small details between two. All the other colors have a different brightness except black.
Yeah. I mean, here the color clash is barely noticeable. It's very well hidden.
Come on, João, you're very bad, man. You
João
suck
is
at
not
this.
having a good day today.
Oh, I played this before and I always pass that guy, but now I can't pass through it.
Bye, the Gizmo. Thank you for being there, and enjoy your sleep. And yes, please join us more often. He's red trying to win the worst score. That's what
You're getting roasted on in the comments, Johnny. I'm glad I'm not playing because I would be doing even
Lanita
worse.
playing this would be like go up,
Mission
go
over.
down, shoot again, go up, go north.
Did
shoot.
you make a better score? No.
No,
Okay. So you have
worse.
30 seconds. I would say it's pointless
forget
to
it.
try again.
So, well, if you put together the scores of João in the 2 attempts, he's winning.
He's winning. Too bad that's not how it works. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me register here. It's the former score. So I'm just gonna write his name here, and I can share the high score to everybody at home. Okay, here we have it. So in 4th place, Johnny Red, shameful performance today. He's not in the game today. He has not prepared like every other day.
I played 1 hour ago.
Well, that's your fault. You knew you were
And
going
I
to be
made
here.
it better than now.
Okay, so in fourth Johnny, in third Nuno, in second Antonio, and in first Rui. Okay, very well. So 4 players have played, and we have 3 players left. Lenit is saying I lose my temper playing this one. Hey, you're not
Now it's Bruno.
not the only
Bruno,
one.
you can
Yeah, I think it's me.
select your kids.
Okay, Bruno is next.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes.
Great playing, Granado. Great play.
I tried.
Wait, sorry.
No problem. I'll just start. And okay, here is the timer. 6 minutes. And let's see if
Go Bruno!
Bruno can surpass Rui's score. Lenita saying lots of rage quits. Let me ask you one question. So when I was a kid and I rage quit when I was playing a game, I threw my controller. In your case, what did you throw at the floor? You didn't have a controller, you couldn't throw the computer. So what did you throw to when you rage quit? Nothing?
Maybe the joystick.
But well, if you didn't have a joystick, there was nothing to throw. But I remember breaking a controller, rage quitting in a game, and let's say my parents weren't happy with my attitude in that day.
I think I never thrown anything, but the few games I used to play with the joystick, I had a table that was selected a special table in the room that had a part that was glass so that it would stick.
Yeah.
And don't ask me why, but it always got unstuck from the table during play. So it was hard to actually play when it goes like pop, and then you have to go back to the game and you lose something because of it.
Lanita is saying his rage quit was pulling the plug. I don't know if anybody did the same, but he's saying pull the plug. Okay, so how is Bruno doing? He's already at 20,000. Good start. You have 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Worse than rage quitting was there was a game that made me start to curse a lot.
Which one?
It was Synapse. I don't know if you remember that it was also a shoot 'em up.
Okay, but was it easier or harder than R-Type?
I think it was more frustrating because just like in R-Type, when you die, you lose everything. That one, you also lose everything, but it was harder to get the power-ups.
Yeah.
Because they were little bubbles that were flashing, and then you had to collect several in order to choose the power-up that you wanted. Look for it. It's called Synapse with a Y. Z-Y something.
Yeah, Synapse. That's the name of the game.
All right. Maybe Synapse. Sorry for the pronunciation.
No worries.
Okay.
Don't remember.
It was really awful.
Now you can see, for example, the shooters that are glued to the top. They are a single color so that they can actually move without pixel by pixel without having color clash.
Okay.
And everything that moves that will have color clash, like that rocket launcher, it's only colors are only applied horizontally so that it doesn't affect the color clash.
Yeah, everything in this game is perfect. For example, when you picked up the big module, the one that has 4 things in the end, the biggest one, it's really perfect.
I paused the timer, don't worry. So, I didn't manage to see the
20,900, I think.
Okay.
900.
30,000?
20.
35.
20? Are you sure?
Less than
Yes. Yes, it was less than.
So he's quick on the trigger. Doesn't want to stop.
I noticed that because I'm thinking about firing Bruno. We should we should do this. We should do. What was the program that Alan
What?
Sugar
What
did?
happened? Something stopped?
With what?
Or-
No, it's
or-
working.
Oh, it's just my network.
Yeah.
João, you were saying?
I was trying to joke with. There was this show. I think it was the Apprentice or something like that. That Alan Sugar was involved, the guy from Amstrad, and they fired people and things like that. It's one of those shows that were successful on TV. And the only reason I just made the joke because I was like, oh, I need to fire Bruno because he's not making a good score. So that was the rationale.
I mean,
This stupid joke.
it's you're talking about Bruno from the museum, right?
No, who's playing right now? Bruno or Fernando? It's Bruno, right?
No, it's Bruno.
Bruno.
Okay, sorry.
Ah.
I didn't remember.
I noticed it was not Fernando because Fernando was talking and using his arms, and I was like,
Yeah,
he's playing
it's
with only
difficult.
one hand. That's very strange. No, this Bruno. Again, I have the easiest job because I'm not playing, so
You just have to make conversation, so it's not quiet in your.
Another nice trick of this game is that you see the stars pass by, and that actually makes you feel the game is running faster than it actually is. And when there are a lot of enemies, you are so busy. That's something that Bob mentioned. You are so busy that even if the frame rate drops, you don't notice it. And it's true. When there is a lot of stuff, the frame rate drops a bit, but you are so worried that you are going to get killed that you don't notice the frame drop.
nice.
Okay.
Illusion.
Doing very well today. I think I will be the.
And you want
worst
to
one.
explain the objective of the game?
If you look, for example, the missiles, they are always in the same place. The rest is scrolling, but the missiles go up and down. They
Mission
never
over.
redraw.
15,600.
Okay, so you only had the 10 seconds, so
No problem. I
it's,
won't wait.
it's not worth it to go another time. So just to check, the first score was 20,900. That's what you said, João?
21,900. 900.
Okay, 21,900. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, so I can go and show the scores to everybody at home. So Bruno is in 5th place, Johnny is in 4th, NUNO is in 3rd, António is in 2nd, and Rui is in 1st.
That's still being debated. We need to go
Yeah,
to
we
the
might
VAR.
we might have to.
We need to go to the VAR
to
to find
the
out.
to the VARs to make a final decision. But as it stands, these are the scores, and we have 2 people that are still they haven't still played.
Only
doesn't have
Bernard
any
is
left.
happy. He's not the last one.
Yeah.
He just brought that.
Yes, it's me now.
Okay, it's George's turn. When you're ready to start, just let me know.
Okay, I'm
Usar
ready.
as mesmas teclas,
Ok.
pelos vistos.
So I'm gonna do the countdown, and you can start. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so
Fix
George
this on
again
screen.
playing on the local machine with no delay.
We need to give him a second computer for him to connect.
We need to call his internet provider and tell them to slow down his internet a little. Well, that's not the
Let
issue.
us all bang the keyboard now,
Yeah,
just to make the server busy.
yeah. Okay. At the chat, so what are you thinking about the live today? You're a little quiet in the last minute, so talk to us. Let us know what you think about the live. Any feedback? If you have any suggestions. This is our, if I'm not mistaken, our 6th episode of LoadZX Gaming. You can check all of them except the first one, which we had a few problems, You can check them on our YouTube page. Don't forget. Yesterday we uploaded our last episode with the GOTY nominees. You can go to our YouTube channel and check that episode out and all the previous ones. In case you didn't watch it live, you can watch it. We have a first chat here by Guy Animal. I don't know if that name is familiar to João. It's not to me, but he's saying yes. He just said yes.
Guy Animal. Sorry, no.
If
Doesn't ring a bell.
If it's
I need more
somebody,
clues.
if it's somebody we know, you can introduce yourself in the chat, because with nicknames it's always difficult to figure out who you are. He's saying he's from Coimbra, okay? So maybe you know him.
I don't know. I might. Nice city, at least.
Yeah. João here is not from Coimbra, but close to Coimbra, and he studied in Coimbra. He's saying he was in the I'm forgetting the word in English. Inauguração do museu.
Opening.
The opening of the.
Which one? Well, the only one was in 2019. Because in 2020 with the pandemic we didn't open it formally.
Animal from the Muppets on the drums. I have no idea what they're talking about.
It's the Muppets from Jim Henson. So there was a guy, a character that was the animal, and he played drums. From the
what's the context?
do sapo, do cocas.
But why did he write that? What's the context?
Because animal probably is coming from there, and Guy from Guilherme. Yeah, João Cardoso is saying that you're too young, to
sorry,
know
yeah.
that.
I mean, I don't get those references.
Miss Piggy.
No, I know the
Kermit.
Muppets. I don't know the Muppets. Obviously, I know the Muppets. I know those characters, but the reference I'm
going to find one picture to show to you.
I know the famous ones. The
animal drum.
The frog, the pig, all those I know.
Well, I have them here. Wait. Oh, I have one nice thing I can show in my camera, and I have the animal. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, so nice. I hope I can put this back in the wall. So, I have this thing here with these guys from the 80s, and here is the animal. So this is a Lego thing with some characters I had from back in those days. And so the animal is this one, Kermit, Fonzie, I don't remember all the names anymore. No, Fonzie, it's probably this one.
Is there a Cookie Monster is in there?
Cookie Monster is not here.
Cookie Monster is from Rua Sesame.
Rua Sesame, right? And the Count not Dracula,
Count Dracula. Count of counting.
I'm familiar with those things, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it growing up.
You miss all the good things in life, man.
Yeah, I watched better things. I watched better things.
Which better things? You're going to say
The
Dragon
cartoons,
Ball?
yeah,
We all saw
Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Digimon,
We all saw Dragon
Doraemon.
Ball. Lanita, before coming here, he was seeing Seinfeld. We all saw Seinfeld.
No,
What else?
Seinfeld, I didn't watch it.
Alf.
Alf. Also Alf.
Alf. There was the Alf.
Melmac. Making a cat sandwich.
Okay, I think we have a new number one. With 50 seconds left, he has surpassed.
He's making a fantastic game.
He's surpassed.
How did he make so many points right now?
A couple lives.
I was distracted. I didn't know. I don't know if
guys,
he
we need to go
used
Lost a
cheats or
couple
something.
lives.
because now we will stay for 2 hours trying to find out what happened.
I was
I said
distracted.
it could be easier to actually be dying in first level just to make more points.
But he has all the lives.
Do you remember there was some pokes and things like that? I think George used them.
Yes, I think so.
Guys,
has
come on,
all,
we
all
need to
the
stop
lives.
this. It's the second or third time that Rui thinks he's going to win, and then
For the next time,
I don't think I'm playing
next
for
time,
fun.
Rui has to be the last one to play.
you can stop it.
Yeah. Jorge has surpassed Rui in first place. You're just gonna keep playing.
It's a good strategy to lose some lives on the beginning of the game.
You have to tell me the score because I didn't manage to.
59.
59,000.
300.
Okay.
So what was the strategy, George?
Using some
There
lives.
was no strategy. I just lost the lives, and I was lucky.
I'm checking.
That was
the
very good.
links. I'm checking the links in the chat, and they're nice.
At the beginning, I was actually playing very badly.
We are just using score. And what about the lives? I had all my well, not all. I had lives. Does that count?
If you want
Sorry.
to argue, you need
Yeah,
to
you
send
also
a
need to-
formal blue paper with
I only
just
lost
5
one
lives.
life.
And
And
you
it
have
was at
to
the
account
end.
to the distance that you traveled.
But how many?
Yes.
How many did
Yes,
George?
that's
How many
nice,
did George
Johnny.
lose?
The winner should be the one that traveled the most.
I think I lost like 3 or 4 lives, maybe 3.
Well,
Maybe
that's
3 lives.
you know the secret now. Rui. You have to lose more lives to win. And then
Yeah,
next
it
time you
seems
know.
so.
Especially in the beginning of the game.
I think also Antonio only did well. He lost 2 lives, wasn't it? Not sure.
I don't remember.
So
Was it
I
one
only
or
lost
2?
1 life in the end.
Yeah.
When
I
you-
remember I
like
lost right at the end. Yeah. Okay, so 6th place we have Bruno, 5th place we have Johnny, 4th place we have Nuno, in 3rd place we have Antonio, in 2nd we have Rui, and in 1st we have Jorge. And now we have our last player who will try to beat George's high score. We have Fernando.
It's not possible.
It's
And
not
Fernando
possible.
is our Bone Jack champion, so let's
Yeah,
see.
the winner in
how it
Bomb
goes.
Yeah,
Jack.
but
I
Jack,
remember he after the time was over, he continued playing and he did like a load of points. Obviously, we only counted the points he did when the time was over, but we just let him play until he felt like it, and he did like a ton of points.
Guys, I don't even know what you're talking anymore because we're talking about the best cartoons ever on national TV. So there's a huge discussion going on, the Mysterious Citador and all the others. So I don't care anymore about the archetype. And we already know that Rui is not going to win, so my
I
mission
love.
is accomplished.
Speaking of cartoons,
Oh,
I love
City
Flash
was
Gordon.
awful.
Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon, it was very good at the time. Okay, so is it my turn or what?
Yeah.
Yes,
You're the
Fernando,
final
you
player.
have the controls.
Go ahead. Make my day.
What do I need to do? Hold on.
My day.
And are you ready to
Okay.
start? Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And 6 minutes on screen, and the final player of the night. Let's see if he can top George's score and repeat his win from the Bomb Jack episode. Okay, we
We
have
need to start having an high score of 5 scores.
a nice
all
score of
the
high scores.
days.
Yeah.
A championship, kind of a league. I mean.
Yeah. Johnny Red is here saying that he's giving his suggestions of cartoons. List 31, Pink Panther. I watched Pink Panther. Abelha Maya, I watched a little bit on VHS when I was a kid.
Almost.
Well, you can sing the
drop.
song if you want.
No.
Yeah, Bokus.
Hey, Lucas. Bus, bus.
The famous Bokus.
My top cartoons besides
Fox
Dragon
Tales.
Ball are probably cartoons that none of you watched, like Doraemon, Digimon.
I watched it. Yes.
You watched it? Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Digimon is very good. I recommend it. My
Yes.
favorite from my childhood. Canal Panda.
And also,
Is that
uh,
something that's familiar to you? Canal Panda.
D'Artacão.
What
D'Artacão.
was
I
the
watched
other
that.
one that was 2 kids having ideas and building stuff?
Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb,
I
that's
didn't have
very nice.
Disney Channel at the
Cartoon
time, but
Network,
I
Disney-
watched a
Disney
little bit
Channel.
of it. I had Canal
Fernando,
Panda.
you have to
at
make
the
you
time.
have to make a decision if you lose or if you continue.
What?
Beavis and Butthead.
I guess you lost.
Are you losing on purpose to use your strategy?
And
No, I just I'm not losing on purpose.
You can say you are losing on purpose, so you look better.
Retocaster just remembered one of the best also. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
Oh, He-Man.
Amen.
Yep.
The only reference I have with him, man, is the song, that video of him singing with like a very high pitched voice. I don't know if you ever watched that video.
From
He-Man is the
Iran?
blonde guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You never watched the video of him singing that song that goes, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. You never seen
What?
that video? Oh, have you
Yes,
never
okay.
seen that
I
video?
saw. I
No,
saw.
that's for
Oh, okay. I have one.
You're
I have
remembering
one.
music
What-
from Fernand Blondes or something like that.
You need to watch. After the live, I'm gonna show you that video.
Okay.
It's
There.
that's the image I have of that cartoon. Is that meme, that video?
No,
I'm glad I'm not
but
the only one who knows that.
the Masters of the Universe were something big because of the action figures mostly. That was very, very big. It still
Do you
is
want
today.
to tell the sad story about your collection of
Man,
your figures? Or it's gonna depress
probably
you?
I shouldn't.
Oh, fuck.
Nice try.
That circle is a bastard because it rolls around in multiples of character size, so it's kind of wonky.
Pumba! Taiverita!
These
2 minutes.
somehow resemble the alien
Yeah,
with the big heads.
yes. Very-
Nuno Vinagre is saying Era uma vez o corpo humano. I don't know what the name is in English.
Okay, it's nice, but much better is Era uma vez o espaço.
I don't
Exactly.
know.
I like
Now
that.
the
It
question
was very
To
good.
win this today.
Yeah, but you need
Who
to say the
is-
name in English. It was
who
not
is the
Era uma vez o
musician?
espaço,
I
right?
don't know it's English.
It's
Once
in
upon a time in
French.
A série era francesa.
Once upon a time in space.
I
Who is the
remember the Once Upon a Time
musician
the Human Body that helped me a
that
lot in
create-
school.
Who is the musician that created the theme
Era uma
for
vez
the
o
Era uma
homem,
vez o
uma vez a
espaço
vida.
in Portuguese?
No idea.
Because
Yes.
there's a myth around this. And the
Nice.
myth is that many people believe it was Paulo de Carvalho, a famous Portuguese singer, because the tone, the pitch of the voice looks like
Now,
Paulo
did
Carvalho.
you
but
guys
it's not.
see
No, it
he
is
got
not.
lucky
Pedro
because
Malaquias
it
or
went
something.
slow when it was blowing up, so he managed to actually not hit the thing.
I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the comments. I watched those cartoons. I don't know about you guys, but I
Thundercats.
watched them in
Thunder.
the classroom when I was like in first or third grade or something like that. I remember watching
Lionel,
the DVDs.
Thundercats.
There was a series very similar to Thundercats, but it was all made in Japan or something. They used like dolls and they shot the episode frame by frame. You
with
remember
stop
that?
motion.
No?
Yeah, stop motion.
Not familiar with it.
I think it was Thundercats, wasn't it? No, because there was an animation version, and then there was something else with a similar name, but it was with dolls and nice ships and nice explosions.
Oh,
Flintstones.
I remember that. Thunderbirds
Oh, Thunderbirds.
from the 60s.
Wacky Races, yeah!
Yeah,
Wacky Races and Taboo. It's very good.
Fernando has a good tactic.
What play?
Fernando may be able to win
It's about.
this. Let's see.
He has 15 seconds. Let's see if he can surpass George.
But
Nah,
10,
that's
9,
too much
8,
point.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. So not
Rui,
enough.
Rui is no longer in the podium?
he
No.
is in third.
What?
He ended in third.
Man, life goes around.
What are you
Karma's a
saying?
bitch.
Podium is on the third.
Karma's a bitch.
Next
Okay.
time I won't play in the beginning. That's a problem.
I should have died more often.
George, next session, you only invite Rui to play. To see if he can win.
and I have to listen to this.
I come here to make him a favor to help him because he needed someone to play, and then the guy annoys me. Just
Okay,
kidding, guys.
let's
Very
just
nice.
check
Amazing
out
guys.
I
the.
wish you a nicer headache than the one you have.
Thank you.
Let's check out the final scores, and here they are. So, in seventh place we have Bruno with 21,900. In sixth place we have Johnny Red. Next time you need to train more. Sorry, Johnny. With 30,900.
Well, life goes on.
In fifth we have NUNO with 43,800. In fourth we have Antonio with 52,500. In the podium we have in
I
third.
think Antonio should be on the third place with me. That's more than fair.
Okay, we'll count it as a tie in third place with Antonio and Rui. And in second we have Fernando with 53,600. And our winner today, the man with no leg, we have Jorge with 59,300. Do you like that nickname
What
for
kind of leg
Jorge?
are we talking about?
Do you like that nickname for Jorge, the man with no leg?
Somebody please record this video before it takes it out because I'm going to use this.
The man with no leg.
I think it's a great nickname for the future for sure.
The man with no leg.
I think it could be like a superhero name.
You
I
can
think
open the show just with this.
Yeah. We were talking about cartoons and TV shows. We need to do the man with no leg.
The man with no leg. No
I think
leg.
That's great.
The man
I think
with
it has
no
potential.
name.
Okay, so
Very well.
that was it.
Congratulations to everyone. Nice play. and
Congratulations
very exciting.
to Jorge, who won today for the second time. He won in the first episode with Match Day, and now he has one in R-Type. I think he deserves a round of applause. So, congratulations, Jorge.
Although he's the one choosing the gate, we should.
Okay, so that was it. Another episode of LoadZX Gaming. We'll be back very soon. We have more episodes planned for the future.
We'll be back
so
with the man with no leg.
with the man with no leg. I think this moment will be remembered forever. In this.
I think you should change the logo of the ZX Gaming and put there the sentence.
Yeah. It's
Can
going to
you
be the
beat
catchphrase of the show.
Can you beat the man with no leg?
Muito bom.
Okay, so let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to everybody at home. So as usual, we'll go through the ice course. So let's start with the last place, Bruno. Say goodbye to everybody at home.
Guys, just before, just to close the chat, so just two quick things. One, Justin Bailey is asking if anyone plays guard type. I don't know what it is. So
Guard type.
Guard type. And second thing, João Cardoso, yes, please do the meme, and we'll talk about that afterwards.
Bruno, say goodbye to everybody at home.
See you soon, everybody. Thanks for this wonderful experience for recording another great game, and thanks everyone for watching. Hope to see you all soon.
And thank you for coming back. As always, each one of you is always welcome to join us and play. So thank you, Bruno, for joining us again. And I'm sure we'll have you again soon here.
Yes, you can count on.
Thank you. And now we have Johnny Red. Say goodbye to everybody at home.
It was good to play this game again. Not
You
very
need to train
good.
more. You need to train more. Come on.
I think it was the lag.
The lag, yeah. That's always the excuse. Rui wasn't here last episode when we were playing the GOTY games, but I used that excuse as well for playing bad. I said it was the lag.
So see you soon until the next one.
Okay, thank you for joining us again, Johnny. Like I said before, Johnny, besides myself and Jorge, is the one that hasn't missed a single episode, and obviously you're always welcome to join us. And next we have Nuno, also a guy who has joined us a lot of times. So say goodbye to everybody at home.
Yes, once again, thank you very much for this invitation. It's always a pleasure. It was a very funny night. And go on, the man with the leg.
Okay, thank you, Noon, for joining us. Obviously, you are always welcome to join us whenever you like. Next, we have Antonio.
It's always good to participate, and looking forward for the next time. Hoping to be in a better place next time.
You can't win every single episode. We have to let other players win.
That's not the main object.
Yeah. Thank you, Antonio. And now we have Rui. Rui, say goodbye to the people at home.
Okay, I was fooled again. Someone tried to say I was going to win, right? No, it was a fun game, fun late evening, and let's do that again. And
Disappointing.
I don't need to win. I just need to have fun. That's the first interesting part of this.
Yeah. Okay. Now Fernando got second place.
This was very nice. So I'm very glad that I joined this party of yours, and I'm looking forward for the next one. So
thank you for joining us. Obviously,
people are getting addicted.
Like I said to everybody else, you're always welcome to join us whenever you like. So thank you again for joining us in another episode. And finally, not finally, but the guy who placed first. I hope you're not mad at me for your new nickname, George. I hope you're not mad at me. I didn't expect for this joke to have such success with everybody. I'm very happy with myself. It's
with your leg,
probably the best joke I have ever told in my life. I hope you're not mad at me. So say goodbye to everybody at home.
No, not at all. I just want to tell you that you have to make the best of the leg that you have. Okay.
Each one has to use their own
seize the leg.
Yes, seize the leg. And I must mention Antonio and Rui because they were the ones that went further in the game, reaching level 2. So, in an ideal world, they should have won. I was lucky. So,
next time,
thank you
if we play R-Type again,
for playing and for being good players.
Break a leg next time. Break a leg.
Yeah, I was just lucky because I lost too many lives. Okay, guys. Good evening. Thank you all for making this a fun night again.
Okay, thank you, George. And now at the end, the guy who's always too scared to play because he knows he's gonna be last place.
For sure.
And I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about
you need to know your limitations, my friend.
Say goodbye to everybody.
An amazing night again. I just used the word saying that people were becoming addicted, and I think it summarizes it very well in the sense that I think everyone is kind of happy and enjoys this, and like Rui was saying, the purpose is that one. So we show some classic games, we enjoy ourselves, we bring the ZX Spectrum to the 21st century, we play it online. So I think huge initiative that Jorge and Diogo Reis started. Now today what happened with this joke is amazing. So I'm pretty sure that I think we're doing a great thing, and thank you Diogo, thank you Jorge, thank you to all the players, thank you to everyone in the chat that comes frequently. So we're starting to build a community, and that was the intention, and we're doing it around gaming, which is what gave success to the Spectrum. And I have to say that it was an area that was not so strong in what we do in the museum. So we celebrate games, we preserve games, but we don't play them that much. So now we're playing them. So congratulations to everyone. It's a huge honor to be here. And When we have jumping jack, I'll play.
It's
And
promised.
I'll
Don't
lose,
forget.
but I'll play.
Next one.
Okay, that just leaves me. I'm gonna thank everybody that was here with us. I'm gonna try to read a few names. So João Silva, Justin Bailey, Lanita, João Cardoso. Who else? We have
Animal.
Gui Animal. And let's see if I'm Wrath Ocast.
Our
as
friend
well.
from Germany.
Gizmo as well, Gurjão, and
Mark, the guy from the Donut.
Donatoni,
right?
yeah.
Donny,
And
sorry.
if I'm forgetting anybody, I'm sorry.
Gurjão
but
was here.
yeah, I said his name already.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you to
And
everybody.
Ratocaster.
Manny Quiner saying thank you for the stream. Thank you guys. Obviously, this doesn't make sense if you guys aren't watching us. We are here to try to entertain you with games and with the jokes we tell. I'm very proud of the joke I told today. So I'll try to keep the level.
Lanita just mixed Superman with your joke.
It's a plane. It's a bullet. No, it's no leg man. And on that note, I think it's a great way to
Next time is the man with two legs.
Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you everybody who was here with us. Thank you to everybody who played. Don't forget if you are interested in joining us playing, just contact us or contact George. And we'll see you next time. So thank you,
Diogo, and thank you also to MF Gaming for joining us and doing the ride with all the guys. It's not the first time, so thank you. It's a way to help us.
Yeah, thank you for the ride and bringing your viewers to our stream. So see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye everyone.